This is the MTPredictor weekly update for November 20th. So let's start. Obviously, we've got the short week this week with the holiday, Thanksgiving here in the States. That is on Thursday. There's a good amount of economic data beforehand, especially Wednesday. So you're going to have durable goods, I think personal income and spending, jobless claims, all at 8:30 Eastern on Wednesday, and consumer sentiment I think comes out after that on Wednesday as well. GDP on Tuesday, I think home sales tomorrow, Monday. So some economic data that also on Tuesday afternoon, FOMC minutes. So got a good bit of data early in the week, and I would expect that after 10 o'clock Eastern on Wednesday, things are really going to get quiet. All the markets are closed. Thursday, obviously, and Friday will resume. I think the New York Stock Exchange will close early on Friday, but I think futures will trade. So, well, let's just take a look and see where we've come and where we are here. Again, this is the Dow, the daily chart of the Dow. We came all the way down wave 5, from wave 3, wave 4, down to wave 5 here. After wave 5 again, I've said this over and over, but typically you get a correction back to the wave 4, what we call our DP. So I'm just going to actually remove the DP. Let me take this one off here. I'll remove this just so you can see what I'm talking about. We have a tool called our decision point tool. It looks for market tops and bottoms, areas of support and resistance. I'm just going to click on the peak of wave 4 here. Okay, and it gives us our next decision point resistance. It tells us if the market comes up into this area, it should find resistance. Or at least the market needs to make a decision whether this will be resistance or they'll take this area out and move to the next level of resistance. So you can see here we had a close above our decision point area, and we talked about this the last couple weeks, how we need to see the market trade above this high, which was the high back on October 27th at 12,228. Well, they haven't been able to the last couple of weeks to get to that level, and we talked about if they can't get to that level, then we're probably going to consolidate to lower, to moving lower. If they can take that number out to the upside, then we probably are going to test the next swing high back here. Again, I gave you that number starting around 12,750 area. I'm sorry. 12,590 area, all the way up to 750. So again, they haven't taken that out. Here's your next support, decision point support off the prior swing low there. That's starting around 11,500 area. Closed Friday at 767. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll take a peek at the ES on the weekly chart here. Same situation. You got your wave 1 into 2, down to 3, into 4 here. We got a close above wave 4, but so far they have not been able to trade above that 1289.25. Okay, if they can trade that 1289.25, like I said, they should test the prior swing high back there. We can take a decision point off of that. In fact, give you the next major resistance area. So far, they haven't been able to do that. And again, it's been moving lower. We've got some red sellers. Well, Friday, the week closed with a red sellers bar telling us that sellers were overcoming buyers last week. So we're going to have to keep an eye. The other thing we're looking at now is Goldman Sachs pointing lower for the markets. You can see it's closed now below $100. This is our kind of make or break area. We're still in this wave 2 or B support. This you see this little ABC pattern here as well on the intermediate. But this wave 2 or B, if that gets closed below and they take that low out, then we're probably going wave 5 down, which is down here, just above $80 for Goldman. You've also got a major DP support there off the wave 3 swing low, so in conjunction with the wave 5, minimum wave 5. So if this area gives way, we're probably going to see around $80 in Goldman, 80.50 area. If this holds, then we should get a bounce off this area. But we'll see. The fact that it closed below $100 is not a good sign for the markets. It's telling us that the markets, especially if it closes below wave 2 or B here, that's probably going to, and that low gets traded below, it's probably pointing the markets overall lower. So we'll see if that gives or hold. The banking index, again, corrected back off the wave 4. You had a minor wave 4 DP there. It's lost some ground as expected, and we'll see if we put any analysis on here. You got a minor wave 2 or B support here. Again, if they close, this is a weekly chart of the BKX. If they close below this wave 2 or B, we're probably going to test those or retest the lows in the banking index. If this area holds, then we should get a bounce here, and probably up above 42, or at least challenge the prior swing high there. And let's look at gold. Again, gold hanging out in the wave 4 support right around the 50-day moving average here on the daily chart. Got a little blue buyer's bar forming there. We could project up wave 5 with the software here. Let's go up wave 5, starting at the bottom of wave 1. Okay, so our minimum wave 5 target will come in just about 1813. Okay, we can also take a decision point off the wave 3 swing here, so we got a confluence of resistance in that area right around 1813 to 1816 area. So if we get a rally off of wave 4, that would go wave 5 up, and then we may get a correction somewhere in this area, the wave 5 area. If they do get up into this area, maybe a correction back to the wave 4 DP. We'll see there. But again, all that is inside the prior swing high back on September. Back here. So all this work being done inside of the prior major swing high there. Silver again pulled back with gold, and we expected that gold and silver may pull back because the dollar was in an up wave. And we'll look at that, the US dollar. But here's the weekly long signal there. It took a while for that to hit, but it did finally hit 34.10, and has really not gone much of anywhere there. But we're expecting that it wouldn't go higher because the dollar was moving higher. From wave 4, here's a wave 5 targets in the dollar. Beginning right about 79.15, 79 area. The decision point resistance all the way up at around 80.45. So all in that area, you're going to have a big cluster of resistance for the dollar. At that point, probably then we'll get a correction in the US dollar if they continue to progress up in that area. And then maybe we see gold and silver when the dollar corrects, maybe gold and silver makes a move back to the upside. Oil. Again, we had our decision point resistance there. We got a close above that area. That high got taken out the next day, and we said if that happens, we'll probably see the minimum wave C right around $100 oil. With the next major resistance, the decision point, just about 104, just under 104. We got as high as 103.37. I think that was on Thursday, and markets oil pulled back in the resistance area there. So we'll see where it goes from here. Your next major support here is the DP support back around this 88 area. And again, this still to the upside. this decision point resistance in that 104 area. All right, so again, I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and again, shortened week for the market, so just be aware of that. Do have a lot of news prior to Thursday, but we'll see how things shape up early in the week, what kind of volume we've got and stuff. So enjoy the week, enjoy the holiday, and we'll see you back with the weekly update next Sunday.